All right, welcome to The Block. I am your host, Kyle Johnston. A little MC5 to start your morning off, to start your evening off, to start your late night parties off. This is for the late night addicts and the early morning coffee drinkers. It's where I bring you opinionated facts. But we're going to stick with the Michigan theme a little bit later and dive into some NCAA football. The Michigan Wolverines and the party bus rolls into Utah. It's a big road game for Harbaugh. The Harbaugh era starts. Big game for Harbaugh in his first game as Michigan head coach. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But I'm going to change up the formula just a little bit here. I'm going to try to bring you a 10 to 15 minute little podcast every day, handicapping my sports plays, sports picks of the day, starting today. Had a big night last night. Baseball was very kind to us. But we don't live in the past. We remember the past. We learn from the past. But we do not live in the past. So we move forward. Ever onward to victory. Y hasta a la victory, a la Saint-Pierre, as Che Guevara would say. So we move forward. I'm going to start with the Major League Baseball. I got a few picks on the diamond. Diamond's been kind all summer. The Jays keep rolling along. Jays keep rolling along. Getting a little harder. It's getting a little harder. See what good pitching can do to good hitting. Shut them down. Still won in extras. 5-3. Ryan Goins. How important has he been? How important has he been? But anyways. A couple things stood out on the board. First was the Tampa Bay Rays visiting the god-awful Baltimore Orioles. Just awful. Like, what the fuck happened to you? Showalter, what happened? Fell apart. Things look kind of good after the trade deadline. You know, you're winning some games. The Jays just pulled away. You've even lost a lot of ground in the wild card. Falling apart. What are you? You lost like 8 in a row. You lost like 8 in a row. I'd like to keep riding the train. But with Ramirez on the mound for the Rays, I think he's a much better pitcher. Be honest with you, this Gosman's he's a fucking atrocious. He needs some gauze and some band-aids to bandage him up after he leaves the mound when he's done throwing 4 innings probably, if that. They need some gauze and some bandages for Gosman because he's gonna get lit up again. But I don't think the Orioles are gonna go down without a fight. They got lit up 11-2 last night. So I think they're going to go down with a fight. So I like the over. It's 8, minus 120. So I like the over in that match, in that game. Rays visiting the Orioles. I like the over 8, minus 120. As I kept taking the gander down the board, Another one kind of stood out on my mind right away. The Texas Rangers visiting the San Diego Padres. With Cole Trickle-Hamels on the mound for the Rangers, who have fought and scrapped their way back into the wild card situation. Now, before I get to how shitty and inconsistent San Diego Padres are in all fucking rounds of their fucking game, pitching, defense, and hitting. Cole Trickle-Hamels, wow, what can I say? Just dominates the Padres. Just dominates the Padres. Got three wins, 3 decision wins in his last 5 outings against the Padres. He had 1 no decision there, 8 innings, no earned, 8 innings, 5 hit ball, no earned runs, no decision, not bad. His only loss, 4 runs. Still not worried. Still not worried at all. Ian Kennedy is the opposing pitcher on the mound for the San Diego Padres. He brings in a brutal record against the Texas Rangers. Brutal record. He got the Rangers beat him. We've already faced them this year. Beat them 4-3 earlier in the year. He allowed 4 runs in that game. So the Rangers are going to be familiar with Kennedy. Should be able to get some runs in there, some hits. Should not be a problem. Rangers are, they won 4 or 5. Just starting a road trip. Be nice to cap it off. Start a road trip, winning 2 out of 3. So I think they'll be highly motivated. They're right in that wild cards race. To cap it off, Texas is 4-1 straight up in their last 5 in San Diego. And they're 4-1 straight up in their last 5 road games. So I like the Rangers in this. Minus 130. Once again, Texas Rangers with Cole Trickle-Hamels on the mound against San Diego Padres, who bring Ian Kennedy to the mound. I like Texas Rangers. It's even gone up. I got them at minus 130. It's at minus 135 now. I'm not I don't, when I first got into handicapping and laying some wagers down, the parlays were sexy. I'm not really too big into them, but I am going to bring you one tonight just because of some of the big dogs on these boards. There's a lot of chalk on the board tonight. So I like the New York Mets. The Mets are playing host to the Philadelphia Phillies tonight. Harvey's on the mound for the Mets. Liking it. Strong pitching. What can I say? Their hitting's been on fire since the trade deadline too. Flores, Cespedes, they're all contributing. Duda, all contributing. Nola is the opposing pitcher for the Phillies. And the kid struggled. He's got some talent, but the kid struggled. He's struggled a lot. Just want to check something out here. Yeah, not really. Maybe that's Maybe it's just because the Phillies suck so much, But he's actually had 2 good outings, 7+ innings pitched in both. Phillies took home a win in both. A nice 2-0 shutout in one. 8-inning pitch. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I was going to say, because, I've been following the Phillies, and I've been following Adam Morgan. That's who I've been jumping on with the Phillies, Adam Morgan. But this Nola, I have to keep an eye on him a little bit more here. I've been riding some Phillies overs a lot. So that's also intriguing. What do they got for the over in this game? 7 with Harvey on the mound. It's worth a look. You can lean, I would lean towards the 7. When I usually say lean, it means I haven't played it. Like I play all my picks. Every pick I give you here, I'm gonna play. So I took the Mets, and I parlayed them up with the Kansas City Royals. Where are my Royals? Like they play host to the Detroit Tigers. Detroit Tigers are bringing Randy Old Man Wolf, the Wolf Man. Oh, the Wolf Man's coming to the mound. Not bad, you know. Used to play for the Central Ontario Wolves, so you know it's been a little while. Not bad though. But yeah, Ventura is on the mound for the Royals. He's a little bit erratic, you know. He's kind of spontaneous. You never know what the fuck the guy's gonna do, really. To be honest with you. But he's got a fucking good fastball if you can fucking control it. The Tigers are a fucking mess right now. The over actually could be the over 8 is actually I'm probably gonna play that as well by itself. So I got the Royals and the Mets in a parlay, and I'm gonna play the over. I'm not just leaning towards it. I'm actually gonna play it. I like it. Those are my MLB picks for tonight. Wednesday, September 2nd. Getting a little ahead of myself. But saying it's Wednesday, September 2nd, that means college football is right around the corner. Thursday, September 3rd. It all begins. NCAA. The Harbaugh era. Michigan. Utah. TCU, Minnesota. Gotta play in both those games. Western Kentucky travels to fucking Vanderbilt. Gotta play in that game as well. Bring these lines up. Fucking pissing me off here with all these extra options and shit. Just give me the lines. Fuck. Anyways. So. First one that kind of stood on the board for me was Western Kentucky traveling to Vanderbilt. I'm pretty big on playing the home teams and home openers. You know, usually they're pretty pumped. It's a new season, new students. You know, the whole party crazy atmosphere they fucking got going down there in those college universities. It's excellent. I wish I could experience it. You know, I'm in school right now, Shannon College. Not bad. It's good. It's quality. But it's not even on the same Richter scale. You can't even compare it to the States. So, Vanderbilt's just awful. They're awful. You can throw a dart in them. They're awful. They're done. Their offense is brutal. Their offense is throwing fucking darts, for fuck's sakes. Their offense is just throwing darts. Hoping. Defense got a little bit better over the offseason, but they're, what did they average? 17, 18 points last year? Yeah, 17 points last year, the average. So I don't see that improving much, if anything. Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers are going to bring back a strong squad. They can put up the points, which I like for a road team. I like road teams that can put up the points. Got to be able to put up the points. So I'm going with them at minus 2.5. The over in that game is 64, so you know there's going to be points. So I'm going with Western Kentucky minus 2.5. TCU, number 2 ranked team in the nation. You know. They're on the road. Minnesota playing the Golden Gophers. Minnesota's bringing back pretty strong senior. TCU's no pushovers, though. For anyone unaware, not watching the college football scene the last 5 or 6 years. Coach Patterson. Just pulling up some information here right now. Coach Patterson's got a strong squad. With Trayvon Boykin, it's going to be a Heisman Trophy finalist. He's a front runner for this year. He's going to be an early draft pick. He leads the way. 10 returning offensive players. So they're going to be able to put up the points like they did last year. They averaged 47 points, over 500 plus yards last year. So, whew. And they've added to that actually. So 10 returning offensive starters, and they've added to it. They're going to be able to put up the points. Their defense, they've lost some players on defense. They defeated Minnesota 30-7 last year at home in Texas. So I think Minnesota, with returning several starters from last year, I think they can hang tough with them. They're getting 14.5 points. The quarterback's back, Mitch Leidner. They did lose David Cobb to the Titans and his 1,600 yards. But Minnesota's 3-0 against the points, the point spread. And the last three times it's been a home underdog. They're 4-1 against the spread in its past 5 season openers. 2 touchdown underdog at home, plus 14.5. I think the Golden Gophers can hang tough with them. I think they can. It's the first game. Might have to work out some kinks, some tweaks. And they've had all preseason right now to gear up for this game. And they're going to look for a little bit of revenge. So I'm going to go with the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Plus 14.5 points. Which brings me to Utah and Michigan Wolverines. Utah and Michigan. As you know, well, you may not know, but I'm a Boise State fan, Boise State supporter in NCAA football, and I'm a Michigan Wolverine supporter in NCAA basketball. I'm one of those hybrids. I'm one of these new guys, you can call me, I guess, for all you old school fuckers out there. All you old school OGs that fucking handicap the sport. You guys are good. You paved the way for me. You paved the way. But I get that you guys have, your one alumni, you stick to them and stuff like that. I understand. That's all cool. But me, Boise State got me in the NCAA football, and Michigan got me in the NCAA basketball. I couldn't ask for much more, to be honest with you. So, I don't, I'll get the Boise State tomorrow. They welcome back Coach Peterson. Chris Peterson, coach of the Washington Huskies. They pay a visit to Boise State tomorrow. But I'll get to that in my podcast tomorrow. But this game is hard, tough. The whole public's going to be all over Michigan because of Harbaugh. It's the sexy play. And Vegas just doesn't hand out money because it's for sexy plays. They don't hand out money for free. They didn't get rich for nothing, Vegas, by handing out money for free. So, with that being said, I am leaning to the over, even though Utah's got probably the best running back in the NCAA. And what's his name here? Oh, jeez, they run. What's his name? He's returning. Let's go. But anyways, so Utah's going to run the ball like crazy. And that means tick, 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 tick. There goes the clock. So like even the 46, I still kind of like it because that means and they stop the run. So Michigan's gonna have a tough time running the ball. They really are. Hopefully this is recording because my computer's it's a little slow today. There we go. Probably should have had all this written down, but whatever. So anyways, my computer is very fucking slow. I'm gonna have to end this quick because I said I don't want this to be quick. So anyways, I'm gonna take Utah. No. This is what I've been pondering. I know I still got a little bit of time to play. You know, because like my heart's saying go with Michigan, but my brain's saying take Utah. Maybe lean towards the over. I think I'm gonna play the over. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So the block will take the over. Scrap both sides. I think we're gonna see some points in this. I don't think Michigan's quite shored up that defense. I think Utah's going to be able to run all over them. I think Michigan's going to have to have quick strike offense to try to get back in this game because the clock's going to be ticking. So I'm going to take the over 46. Even a teaser. You could have played a teaser with Michigan. Get them at plus 11 or so, plus 12. And lower that over. But I'm just going to play the over. You can find my work on Twitter at KJ_TheBlock. You can find my work on my blog, Kyle Johnson, TheBlock.wordpress.com. Check me out on YouTube, Kyle Johnson. Just type that in, search it up. I'm sure you'll find it. Glad you keep joining me. Labor Day weekend's around the corner. Lots of CFL football action as well. Hope you enjoy the MLB board. Gear up for some NCAA football. Come on, Boise. I do like Boise. They're minus 12 right now. I'd play them right now if I were you. Do like Boise. And tune in tomorrow. This is The Block, hosted by Kyle Johnson. Glad you could be here. Give a shout out to the Bruins. Newcastle ball hockey team. Just couldn't take her home, boys. We worked hard. Lost in the final. Say congratulations to the Canucks. Fought hard and took the title home. It was a good series. And remember, if you're not laying the money down on the table, you're not winning.
Everything's paid and the bill is mine on the devil's side.